good morning, Cecil. Yes, it's Ron Sorensen, and I am here for the Sunday morning acoustic brunch.
100 people sitting at home in their basements making podcasts. Those same 100 people could come into the station, work together, get trained, feed off of each other, and present something that's much more accountable to the community and much higher quality than they could on their own.
Prometheus Radio Project helps nonprofits get low-power stations off the ground. For them, LPFM is an important tool to diversify media ownership and give citizens a way to participate in the news landscape of their community.
Organizations they've lost advertising dollars and are shrinking their staff, and LPFM seems like it could fill a need.
There's a possibility to have information needs of communities met, not just in sound bites, but actually through dialogue and debate and detail that you don't see in any other kind of media.
People who can't read, who don't speak the predominant language in an area, radio like LPFM can really speak to those communities and communicate with them and allow them to be an integral part of the community that they live in.
Decenas de miles de inmigrantes de todo el país.
We are the only outlet in this market for the Spanish language community, which has been not very visible, but they're here, and we carry something for them. Part of it is playing radio, part of it is being a service.
Despite the new rules allowing for more low-power stations, Skorup believes the regulations are still too stringent to allow LPFM to be viable for many groups. He would like to see these stations be allowed to run advertising and be owned by groups other than just nonprofits.
Media groups would have a natural infrastructure in place to really benefit from LPFM, but it seems that there's something about radio that is a little more resilient. Radio advertising revenue, it's actually stabilized and has been increasing the last few years.
Prometheus's website estimates startup costs to be about $10,000. Yearly operating costs can vary greatly, starting at $3,000, ranging to $30,000, depending on the size and scope. Doyle says the possibilities for low-power radio are still unknown. She hopes to see stations partner with both for-profit and nonprofit news organizations in their communities and expand just beyond radio. Her vision is
low-power radio stations as multimedia centers that have several different aspects to them. So we've seen a couple of examples, like there's a great station at Davis Media Access in Davis, California, that is both a low-power radio station and a public access TV station.
You're listening to the Golden Road Show on KDRT.
And that works really well. There's a lot of things that, the low-power station tends to bring in more volunteers. The TV station has other resources, and together, they create this whole media center.
KDRT DJs play music from all eras and cultures and produce talk shows on topics as diverse as gardening, science, relationship advice, and local politics.
So I think that there's a real possibility for this as part of the puzzle in the future of news.
You need places to celebrate what are the successes of your community and what's going right.
I mean, low-power radio can't replace the huge losses from newspapers shrinking and disappearing, but it is a part of the puzzle.
Currently, there are more than 800 LPFM stations. Doyle says she expects that number to double or triple with the latest round of applications.